The United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense latest intelligence update on Ukraine, October 13, 2023. Russian Air Force long-range aviation (LRA) aircraft have not struck targets in Ukraine for 21 days, the longest pause since April 2023. This likely indicates Russia is preserving its depleted stocks of long-range missiles ahead of intensified strikes this winter. Their remaining S-23 missiles are being conserved for high-value targets. Recently, Russia focused airstrikes on Ukraine's grain infrastructure in the south, utilizing Shahed one-way attack drones. Their precision was necessary given the proximity to Romania's border. Shahed drones were likely chosen over air-to-ground missiles due to their superior accuracy. This further points to Russia rationing its higher-quality munitions as missile stocks dwindle. The lull in bombing suggests Russia is marshalling resources for expanded air attacks in coming months, but missile shortages may constrain their efforts barring an influx of supplies. Ukraine's air defenses will remain crucial in blunting the impact of future strikes. Ukraine Armed Forces General Staff Update. Day 597 of Russia's attempted full-scale invasion. Situation remains active in the east and south. Russia struck a children's art center in Pokrovsk, injuring over 20 civilians. Ukraine repelled 68 Russian attacks across the front lines. Russia launched strikes across Ukraine. Russian shelling and airstrikes continue along northeast Ukraine near the border. Ukraine repelled attacks in the east near Kharkiv and Lyman. Widespread Russian shelling. Fierce fighting near Bakhmut and Avdiivka in Donetsk region, with Russian attacks repelled. Failed Russian ground attacks near Marinka and Shakhtarsky in Donetsk region. Russia unsuccessfully tried to regain lost ground near Zaporizhia. Widespread shelling. Russian airstrikes and shelling across Kherson region and city. Ukraine continues counteroffensives in the south and east, inflicting losses on Russia. On October 13, Ukraine struck Russian positions and downed jets in a drone. Ukraine also struck Russian command posts, troops, ammo depots. The Institute for the Study of War Russian Offensive Campaign Assessment. Russian offensive operations in the Avdiivka area of Donetsk Oblast faced setbacks on October 13. Russian sources claim troops continued attacking north and south of Avdiivka, but footage from October 12 to 13 shows limited gains south of Krasnohorivka, 5 kilometers north, and southeast of Pervomoyska, 11 kilometers southwest. Conflicting Russian reports cast doubt on earlier claims of capturing the Avdiivka coke plant. The Institute for the Study of War has seen no evidence Russia controls the plant. Ukrainian officials report repelling Russian attacks around Avdiivka. A Russian military blogger said Ukrainian minefields are slowing Russian advances toward Avdiivka. A Russian volunteer with the 4th Luhansk People's Republic Brigade complained worn artillery barrels reduce accuracy near Avdiivka, echoing earlier Russian concerns. He said compressing Ukrainian lines by taking less fortified areas near Avdiivka may work, but worried Russian generals will misinterpret limited gains as grounds for speeding up the offensive. This could lead to wasting forces beating on concrete fortifications. The Institute for the Study of War key takeaways today. Russia appears to be restricting public discussion of its Avdiivka offensive, likely to control narratives after past information shocks. The Kremlin aims to frame Avdiivka and other local offensives as Russia seizing the initiative in Ukraine. Ukraine conducted counteroffensives near Bakhmut and western Zaporizhia on October 13. Russia continues targeting Ukrainian infrastructure with drones, missiles, and cross-border attacks. Russia arrested opposition lawyers on extremism charges, likely to pave way for 2024 elections. Russian gains made along Kupiansk-Svatov-Kremina line near Bakhmut, Avdiivka, Donetsk city, Zaporizhia-Donetsk border, and in western Zaporizhia. The Ukrainian official reports Russia is struggling to equip new military units. Ukrainian partisans reportedly attacked Russian assets in southern Ukraine on October 12 to 13. Reporting from Ukraine Update. Ukrainian forces have made advances near Bakhmut, breaching Russian defenses along the railway and launching operations on the other side. Small Ukrainian assault units consisting of 1 tank, 1 armored vehicle, and 1 APC work together to cover infantry landings and suppress Russian positions. Ukraine has systematically shelled and destroyed key Russian fortifications around Opythna, Avdiivka, Zaitsev, and Kodyma before capturing areas. Ukraine has withstood relentless Russian counterattacks and inflicted heavy losses, destroying over 40 pieces of Russian equipment based on videos. Ukraine advanced 300 meters east of Avdiivka, storming Russian positions. A Russian battalion commander was captured. Ukraine's reconnaissance drones are monitoring Russian reinforcement locations to strike them. Jake Bro update. Ukraine's head of military intelligence says the world is approaching global war, with Russia instigating conflicts around the world like in Africa, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Israel, Hamas. There is evidence Russia is supporting and training Hamas fighters. Russia wants to create global chaos to distract the West. The U.S. Congress is considering $50 to $100 billion in aid to Ukraine for another year, with bipartisan support growing. Russia is intensifying attacks around the eastern city of Bakhmut, using brutal meat-wave assaults and barrier troops, suffering major losses. The U.S. will likely soon provide thousands of GPS-guided artillery shells, GLSDB, to Ukraine, which will help counter Russia. Russia is threatening critical infrastructure, likely sabotaging a gas pipeline between Finland and Estonia. Iran is providing ballistic missiles to Russia and supporting Hamas, evidence of an alliance between Russia and Iran. Zelenskyy attended the Ramstein conference asking for Russia's ambitions to be defeated in Ukraine before they spread. Ukraine's grain exports continue despite Russia's blockade. More air defense systems donated. Evidence Putin is unwell after an awkward jogging video.